Hello everyone, this is going to be the setup of our Dragino gateway and our LoRaWAN tracker. As you can see here, we're going to connect to our gateway first. That's labeled as Dragino 208170. And now we are connected, and now we're going to go to the LoRaWAN website and we're going to make sure all of our proper connections are made so we can move on to the next steps. And we're going to type in the address as prompted above. And when you get the username and password, the username is going to be root and the password is going to be Dragino. And as you can see, my gateway is already connected. As you can see, all four corners have green check marks. That is an indication that all the proper connections were made. So first thing you want to check is your Wi-Fi. As you can see, my Wi-Fi is called ATTJWA, and your paraphrase is just simply the password for that Wi-Fi. And as shown right there, when selecting your Wi-Fi, it's going to show in that large column. You're going to select it from there. Then you're going to provide your password, and you're going to click Save and Apply, and it should glow green saying Wi-Fi status is okay. Next thing we're going to go to is going to be LoRa. This is also a very important step, being because you need to select the correct frequency plan. We did choose 915 megahertz, and we will be explaining why that is important later when we do get to the Things network. And next thing we're going to go to is going to be LoRaWAN. This is the most important step, as a matter of fact, because in this it includes the gateway ID, which you can make unique with any sequence of numbers, as well as the service provider and the server address as well. And then from there, all four corners should glow green, indicating that all the steps you needed to complete are done. And the next thing we're going to go to is going to be called the My Things network. And here in the top right, it shows my username for my account. But in the instance you don't have an account, go ahead and create one. Once that is done, you're going to click on your account at the top right, scroll down, go to console. And then here we have existing clusters. We're going to choose the North American one because we are in the United States, of course, so we can get accurate tracking for the location we actually reside in. We're going to go and click continue. And then from here, the first thing we want to do is set up our gateway. And here, as you can see, my gateway is already connected and it is receiving. And you can see that just now, even 25 seconds ago, it has received data. And you can also see that in the live data to the top right corner right there as well. And as you can see, the gateway server address was present in the setup for the gateway. And as you can see, it needs to be uniform to what matches in our LoRaWAN setup as well. So always double check those things because they're very, very important. As well as the server address as well as indicated. As you can see, even now, 13 seconds ago, it continuously updates. Next, we're going to go to applications. And applications is just another fancy word for our end device. And we already have one set up, and it's called new end, the first one in that column there. And then from there, you're going to go to end devices because you want to set up a new end device. And then you're going to go ahead and register one. Now, in our findings, we found it easier to manually insert every single standpoint for our device, known as like the server address, the app keys, the network keys. So all those things can be specified in your LoRa network and as well later on for your Arduino code as well. And we do want to match the frequency plan from what's indicated in our LoRaWAN setup as well. And then from the user manual, we do know that our specification is going to be 10.3. And then from there, we're going to do an ABP setup, which is known as activation by personalization. And that's just simply us having unique keys that are going to be auto-generated from the Things network. So as you can see, the device EUI, you can click the generate button for each of these fields. So we can continue to do that for the device address as well. Gonna go and click generate for that, app key, network key, and then we'll be done from there. Then everything should be done. Leave everything else alone from there. Go ahead and register your end device. Okay, now as you can see, there's no activity quite yet. That's because we have not put our required fields in Arduino code, and we haven't properly connected everything quite yet to receive data from our end device. So that's actually going to be our next step. We're going to go into our Arduino IDE from the code we created for this to get the proper coordinates from our tracking device. Just trying to open these fields here so you can see that in our code from we previously tested, we do have the device address and network key and the app key. But when we do register a new end device, we have to delete these fields and fill them in with the ones from our newly created device. So I went ahead and copy and pasted the device address from the things network. Gonna go ahead and get that from right there. And copy that, gonna go ahead and paste it. Mind you, all of these fields for our code must be entered in hexadecimal, which is why you see the 0x. And that must be done for the network key and app key as well. So we're gonna make sure we can view it. We're gonna change the form to hexadecimal for us by clicking the arrows. And then we're gonna copy and paste that as well. The first one being the network key. And then next, we're going to go ahead and do the app key as well. We're going to go back to the things network and get that from there. Going to go and change that from the hexadecimal as well. And then we're going to copy that to the clipboard and then paste that in our Arduino code. All right, now that those three fields have been filled with the proper information, we are going to compile our code by clicking the check mark in the top left-hand corner. All right, now that that's successfully been done, now we're going to upload it to our end device. Okay, now that is done as well. So now we are good to go. Now all the proper connections have been made. And as you can see, there's no activity yet, but we are going to refresh our page and we are going to begin receiving proper latitude and longitude coordinates. This here is our Lower B GPS tracker, which successfully tracks after we are done uploading our code. And then from there, we're able to get our proper latitude and longitude coordinates.
As shown here, you can see that our device is able to communicate directly with the things network, sending the latitude and longitude of Nasir's house to our server. As you can see here, after uploading our code to our device, it is able to directly communicate with the things network to give the accurate latitude and longitude coordinates of Nasir's house. Good morning. My name is Terrell Gray. I'm the team lead for Team 2. And I'm proud to say that within the last couple of months, my team, Nasir, Clavano, and I have been able to set up a LoRaWAN gateway, build a tracker using Arduino Uno, LoRaB, and a Arduino Shield, as well as code the device using Arduino IDE, C++, and C++ language, to send the tracking coordinates and location in latitude and longitude directly to the things network. Our device works within 2 miles of the gateway and refreshes automatically to communicate directly with the things network. Thank you.